What's going on, guys? Ted from Immersion here, and I'm back with another DM's Guild Spotlight. This time, I have the very cleverly named, very punny named, Bulette Storm. I always call them Bullets. I've heard people call them Bulettes. I'm going with Bulette because Bulette Storm makes the pun work. This is from the folks at Loot the Room. Chris, specifically from Loot the Room, requested or reached out to me and said, hey, would you mind doing a review of this new module I have called Bulette Storm. And bullets are one of my favorite D&D enemies. Probably stems from my very, very deep love for the Tremor series and Graboids, and these are about as close to a D&D Graboid without, worms technically are closer, but you get the point. And, also throwing it out there, Loot the Room was, the blog, as you can see right here, has been nominated for an Emmy Award, so that's awesome. But you can see, just look, I've already downloaded it, I've read through it. I'm going to flip through a couple of things. I want to show you some of the awesome production quality put into this module. It is also free, so I don't feel bad about going through the module and kind of giving stuff up to you guys, because again, it's free. I'm not jipping Chris and Loot the Room out of any potential business. Really all I'm doing is just helping to spread the word. But look at just the sheer amount of different documents attached to this, and I'll show you what these all mean. But let's get a quick overview. The Harvest Festival has come to Concord, but with it comes danger. A bullet and its calves are here, too, and the storm is coming. Bulette Storm is an adventure for 3rd to 5th level parties. The adventure is provided free of charge thanks to the generosity of my supporters on Patreon. This free download contains the following files: 1920 by 1080 interactive PDF, formatted and designed for screen viewing, color black and white, formats and letter size, and in A4. All maps provided with and without grids. As an added bonus, I've teamed up with Trash Mob Minis to offer you free baby bullet printable minis with this adventure. If you're planning to run Bulette Storm and need a bullet mini to go with a bullet calf included in your download, I highly recommend you check out this pack of paper minis, also by Trash Mobs. More Loot the Room products on the DM's Guild, and we can see several things on here. Trinkets. I actually, before talking to Chris or doing any of this stuff, I actually own Trinkets and Trinkets 2, because if you know anything here about us on the Nerd Immersion channel, I personally love trinkets in all manner, and I love taking them to the next level and making them a deep part of a character's storyline, as well as possibly turning into something bigger. But we can see there are several other things out here. Stock Art Chult Map, which should be good for those of you running Tomb of Annihilation later this year. Dark Deeds, Strange Tidings, and the Wheelhouse. So, first of all, a couple of things. One, my picture is kind of blocking a large portion of this, so why don't we minimize me a little bit here. But this is a fully interactive PDF. My only complaint about the color PDF is it's a little hard to read, at least on my screen. What you guys are seeing potentially from the recording looks like it's a little bit clearer. The way my monitor is formatted, it's a little harder for me to read. But you can see that you can click these things, and this is a fully interactive PDF, and will jump you forward to all the different information. We have, credits and legal. We can go down here to click to get to the Patreon page. I don't want to do that, though, because we're going to go through the document, but you get the point. It's interactive. It's probably one of the most robust PDFs in that respect. I mean, we already are going to go to the next page, but click Start the Adventure, and it jumps you down. Timeline, getting to Concord, and you see all this. So you can see the maps. Here's the timeline of the events. I will also say that it is available in a black and white PDF. Printer friendly, clearly much easier to read, but you lose out on the interactivity of this. And again, as I've said before, you can see you can get there's player handouts, but in black and white and A4 color. Also a zip file of all the maps. There's a new version. This is the 1.01 version. But here's the mini Trash Mob Mini Bullet Calf, and then again all of the options. So let's keep going. You can see some of the stuff. Where next? Here's all the NPC information. But again, the Red Barrel Inn is kind of your hub there. I'm not going to go too much into everything, but again, you can click here to get more information on the different characters and so on. But I just wanted to show you some of the cool stuff that I really like about this PDF. So we're going through here. Combat. This is Combat, the Brood, And if you look right here, it's got your map, it's got your bullet calf information, the tactics of the creature itself. It has basically for your average player level the way to upscale and downscale the adventure. Other mechanics, what an incapacitated creature is, what a prone creature is, and when your party goes to loot the room, what they can find. But it also goes so far as to put the initiative at the top of the round, and this is fully editable. You can type out names in all of these just so you can keep track of them at the top of your map, so you can, for all intents and purposes, run your entire combat from this PDF. Again, we can also go into the black and white version and get the more traditional. You can get all the information. The stuff we saw that was clickable, Gwent's tail, and things of that nature, we have it all here in black and white. So, anyway, let's keep going as we go further. You get the Bulette Storm now, and you can see there's cool names for all of these. So here's this, again, name for the bullet. When the bullet appears, we've got our maps. Again, maps are downloadable in gridded and non-gridded versions. Well, we're going to skip ahead because we don't want to conclude the adventure yet, but just things like bullet wounds, Bulette Storm. I just love this. And again, I don't want to go too much into this, but we can see, click fight, and it jumps us ahead. I'm going to use this in one of my adventures. You'll probably see this played out on the stream. In what capacity, I haven't figured that out just yet, but I love taking cool DM's Guild created content and imparting it into one of my homebrew games, or even one of my existing, like a pre-written campaign, and just tweaking an adventure. Especially if people have seen and or played it before, I like to switch things up a little bit. So I'm definitely going to be using this just because they're one of my favorite enemies, and I can't just pass up that option. And we get some really cool magic items that are bullet themed here. Earplugs of the bullet. These heavy earplugs are made from smooth and filed teeth of the bullet. While wearing these, you have tremor sense out to 40 feet. Very cool. Gauntlets of burrowing. They're made from the front claws of a bullet. While wearing them, you can burrow through earth as easily as walk on the land. You can speak the Gauntlet's command word as an action to gain burrowing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. Once used, this effect can't be used again until the next dawn. In addition, you can use the Gauntlets to make unarmed strikes, and if you hit, they deal piercing damage equal to d4 plus your strength mod instead of bludgeoning. And lastly, Boots of Deadly Leaping. These boots bear the giant claws of a bullet while you wear bullet. I'm saying it myself, bullet. Oh, man. When you wear these boots, you can jump 3 times your normal distance, though you can't jump further than your remaining movement speed would allow. In addition, if you jump at least 15 feet as part of your movement, you can use an action to land on your feet in a space that contains one other creature that is one size larger than you or smaller. The creature must succeed on a strength or dex saving throw, target's choice, or be knocked prone. The DC for the saving throw is 10 plus your athletics modifier. On a successful save, the creature isn't knocked prone and is pushed 5 feet out of the space into an unoccupied space of the creature's choice. If no unoccupied space is within range, the creature instead falls prone in your space. Again, pretty cool stuff. And then how to issue the loot, and then again, links to further and other Loot the Room products. Again, guys, go check this out. It's free. There'll be a link in the description so you can pick one up for yourself. It's got 13 ratings. It's got 4.5 stars on the DM's Guild. Loot the Room does relatively well in general, but this one kind of speaks for itself. So let me know if you guys are going to be picking a copy of this up for yourself. Again, it is free, so picking it up isn't really an issue. But whether or not you're going to be running this in one of your campaigns as a one-shot or two-shot, you know, a little mini arc, as an incorporation into your game, or possibly just taking one of the encounters, or the enemies, or even just the magic items. I'm curious. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. If you are a DM's Guild creator out there and you would like to have someone go through and review some of your content, you can always hit me up here at Nerd Immersion. I love going through. My DM's Guild library is massive. I have a ton of backlog stuff I want to do, but because I have so many other things going on, I typically kind of reserve my videos for when people ask me to do the videos, unless something really jumps out at me and I absolutely have to make a video. So if you guys have content you want reviewed, hit me up on any of our social media or at nerdimmersion@gmail.com. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time.